To list a cell phone number on the local 411 database, one must first contact the local telephone company. The initial step involves finding the contact information for the local telephone company. It is crucial to inquire about this specific process for adding cell phone numbers to the 411 database. Each company might have a slightly different procedure, so gathering accurate information upfront is essential. Typically, when contacting the local telephone company, certain required information must be provided. This usually includes the cell phone number itself, the name of the individual or business associated with the number, a physical address, and a contact email address. It is important to have all of this information readily available when making the inquiry. In some instances, the telephone company may require additional information. For example, if the cell phone number is being listed for a business, they might ask for the business name and website address. Being prepared with this extra information can expedite the listing process. Listing a cell phone number on the 411 database is not always free. Many telephone companies charge a fee for this service. Therefore, it is crucial to contact the telephone company to inquire about their pricing and payment options. Understanding the cost involved will help in making an informed decision. The time it takes for a cell phone number to appear in the 411 database can vary. The processing time depends on the specific procedures of the telephone company. Generally, it can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks for the number to become searchable in 411. Patience is required during this period. Once the telephone company has confirmed that the cell phone number has been added to the 411 database, it is essential to verify the listing. This can be done by calling 411 from the cell phone and confirming that the number is listed correctly. This step ensures that the information is accurate and that potential customers or contacts can find the number. In addition to the basic steps, there are several additional tips that can enhance the effectiveness of the 411 listing. Firstly, if the cell phone number is being used for business purposes, it is advisable to use a professional business name. For example, your name's business would be more appropriate than just a personal name. Secondly, it is crucial to ensure that all contact information provided is accurate and up to date. This includes the cell phone number, address, email address, and any other information requested by the telephone company. Thirdly, consider using a specific business landline or Google Voice number instead of a personal cell phone for business purposes. This can help to separate personal and business communications. Fourthly, promote the 411 listing on the business website, business cards, and other marketing materials. This will help to increase awareness of the listing and make it easier for potential customers or contacts to find the number. Listing a cell phone number on the 411 database can be a valuable tool for businesses and individuals who want to increase their visibility and make it easier for people to contact them. By following these steps and tips, one can successfully list a cell phone number and reap the benefits of increased exposure. In summary, the process involves contacting the local telephone company, providing required information, paying any applicable fees, waiting for the processing time, and confirming the listing. Remember to use a professional business name, ensure accurate contact information, consider a business landline or Google Voice number, and promote the listing on marketing materials. By taking these steps, one can effectively utilize the 411 database to connect with potential customers or contacts. When contacting the local telephone company, it's beneficial to have a list of questions prepared. Firstly, inquire about the specific data fields that are included in the 411 listing. Understanding what information will be displayed can help you tailor the listing to best represent your business or personal brand. Secondly, ask about any restrictions or limitations on the listing. Some companies may have policies regarding the types of businesses that can be listed or the content that can be included. Thirdly, find out if the telephone company offers any enhanced listing options. These options might include features such as a brief description of your business or the ability to list multiple phone numbers. Fourthly, inquire about the process for updating the listing. If your contact information changes in the future, it's important to know how to update the 411 database. Fifthly, ask about the geographical coverage of the 411 database. Some databases may only cover a specific local area, while others may have a wider reach. Understanding the coverage area can help you determine if the listing is appropriate for your needs. When providing the required information to the telephone company, pay close attention to detail. Firstly, double-check the accuracy of the cell phone number. A single-digit error can render the listing useless. Secondly, ensure that the name and address are spelled correctly and match official records. Thirdly, provide a professional-sounding email address. Avoid using informal or humorous email addresses, as they may not be taken seriously. Fourthly, if you are listing a business, provide a clear and concise description of the products or services offered. This will help potential customers understand what you do. Fifthly, be prepared to provide documentation to verify your identity or business ownership. The telephone company may require proof of address or a business license. When inquiring about fees and payment options, be sure to ask about all associated costs. Firstly, find out if there is a one-time listing fee or an ongoing subscription fee. Secondly, ask about any additional charges for enhanced listing options or updates. Thirdly, inquire about the accepted payment methods. Most telephone companies accept credit cards, but some may also accept checks or electronic transfers. Fourthly, be sure to get a receipt or confirmation of payment for your records. Fifthly, if you are listing a business, ask if the listing fee is tax deductible. Consulting with a tax advisor can help you determine if this is the case. When waiting for the processing time, be patient. The telephone company may need to verify your information and update their database. Firstly, avoid contacting the telephone company repeatedly to check on the status of your listing. This can slow down the process. Secondly, if you have not heard back from the telephone company within the estimated processing time, you can follow up with them to inquire about the status. Thirdly, be prepared to provide additional information or documentation if requested by the telephone company. Fourthly, once your listing is active, monitor it regularly to ensure that it is accurate and up to date. Fifthly, if you notice any errors or omissions, contact the telephone company immediately to have them corrected. When confirming the listing, be sure to check all aspects of the information. Firstly, verify that the cell phone number is listed correctly. Secondly, confirm that the name and address are spelled correctly and match your records. Thirdly, check the business description to ensure that it accurately reflects your products or services. Fourthly, if you have chosen any enhanced listing options, verify that they are displayed correctly. Fifthly, if you notice any errors or omissions, contact the telephone company immediately to have them corrected. When using a professional business name, choose a name that is memorable, easy to spell, and relevant to your business. Firstly, avoid using names that are too generic or similar to other businesses in your area. Secondly, consider using a name that includes a keyword related to your industry or niche. Thirdly, check to see if the name is available as a website domain name and social media handle. Fourthly, make sure the name is not already trademarked by another company. Fifthly, test the name with potential customers to get their feedback. When ensuring that your contact information is accurate and up to date, review your listing regularly. Firstly, double-check the cell phone number, address, email address, and website address. Secondly, update your listing whenever your contact information changes. Thirdly, consider using a call tracking service to monitor the effectiveness of your listing. Fourthly, if you are listing a business, make sure your business hours are accurate. Fifthly, respond promptly to any inquiries or messages you receive through your listing. When considering a business landline or Google Voice number, evaluate the pros and cons of each option. Firstly, a business landline can provide a more professional image and may be more reliable than a cell phone. Secondly, Google Voice offers features such as call forwarding, voicemail transcription, and a separate phone number for your business. Thirdly, consider the cost of each option, including monthly fees and equipment costs. Fourthly, choose the option that best meets the needs of your business and your budget. Fifthly, be sure to inform your customers and contacts of your new phone number. When promoting your 411 listing, use a variety of marketing channels. Firstly, include your 411 listing on your website, business cards, and other marketing materials. Secondly, mention your 411 listing in your email signature and social media profiles. Thirdly, consider running a targeted advertising campaign to promote your listing. Fourthly, participate in local community events and promote your listing to potential customers. Fifthly, track the results of your marketing efforts to see what is working best and adjust your strategy accordingly. By following these tips and strategies, you can effectively list your cell phone number on the 411 database and increase your visibility to potential customers or contacts. Remember to be patient, thorough, and proactive in your efforts. Firstly, start by gathering all the necessary information about your local telephone company and their listing process. Secondly, prepare your contact information and business details in advance. Thirdly, be prepared to pay any applicable fees and wait for the processing time. Fourthly, verify your listing and promote it through various marketing channels. Fifthly, monitor your listing regularly and update it as needed. With dedication and persistence, you can successfully utilize the 411 database to grow your business or connect with new people. Furthermore, consider the privacy implications of listing your cell phone number on the 411 database. While it can increase visibility, it also makes your number more accessible to telemarketers and spammers. Firstly, be prepared to receive unsolicited calls and messages. Secondly, consider using a call screening app or service to block unwanted calls. Thirdly, be cautious about sharing your personal information with unknown callers. Fourthly, review your privacy settings on your cell phone to limit the amount of information that is publicly available. Fifthly, if you are concerned about your privacy, you may want to consider using a business landline or Google Voice number instead of your personal cell phone for your 411 listing. Also, explore alternative online directories and search engines. While the 411 database is a traditional resource, there are many other online directories and search engines that people use to find businesses and individuals. Firstly, list your business on Google My Business, Yelp, and other popular online directories. Secondly, optimize your website for search engines so that people can find you when they search for relevant keywords. Thirdly, use social media to promote your business and connect with potential customers. Fourthly, consider running online advertising campaigns to reach a wider audience. Fifthly, track your online presence and reputation to see how people are finding you and what they are saying about you. Finally, evaluate the long-term benefits and costs of maintaining a 411 listing. The telecommunications landscape is constantly evolving, and new technologies and platforms are emerging all the time. Firstly, consider whether the 411 database is still a relevant resource for your target audience. Secondly, compare the cost of maintaining a 411 listing to the cost of other marketing and advertising options. Thirdly, assess the return on investment of your 411 listing and determine if it is providing a worthwhile benefit. Fourthly, be prepared to adapt your marketing strategy as the telecommunications landscape changes. Fifthly, stay informed about new technologies and platforms that could help you reach your target audience more effectively.